You're welcome. Please, can you mute yourself as you come in? You're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you join us. You're welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Mute yourself.
Welcome, everyone. You're all welcome.
You're welcome, everyone.
Lovely people.
Thank you. Good evening.
Welcome. Thank you.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Thank you. Good evening.
You are welcome.
Amazing people. Welcome. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. You guys are welcome.
Thank
Again,
you.
I'm sure you're going to have a very good time with us. We're looking forward to an amazing time. So who is ready?
I'm ready.
Let me know who is ready. If you're ready,
I'm-
say yay.
Yay.
We are all
Ready.
Yeah.
Who is ready to start 2021 strong? Let me hear yay.
Yay!
Yay.
And 2021 stronger. This is not just about starting,
Ready.
it's about ending.
I'm ready.
Ready.
I'm ready.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. We're glad to have
Thank
you.
you.
You guys are looking beautiful. Thank God for life. Thank God for life. So, welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
I don't know about you. I'm excited, just like I was excited 8 years ago. I'm even more excited now. And we're glad that you're joining us today, every one of you. Myself, Victoria, and Fumebi, we're really, really glad to have you. If you open up our chest right now, you see how you can't. I tell you, you won't be able to hold on to the joy because of what this business means to us, because of what it has given us in the so many years that we've been here. We are three women that have a lot of experience. You know, a lot put together is over 40 years experience in this business. So you are in safe hands, and we are very glad to be on this journey with you today. I know that whatever you're going to hear from here today is from three successful women, people who have done this business, and people who this business have changed their life for good. So you're not hearing from those who did it and left it and abandoned it, or you're not hearing from those who have not made millions from the business. Who have made millions of naira from the business. We are women who have traveled the world with this business. We are women who are now, we are women who are in control of our finances, in control of our health, in control of anything you think. Because in life, one thing in life is that you want to be in control. How many of us want to be in control? How many of us want to be in control? You don't want to be.
I want to be in
control of anything.
control.
Like like
Yeah.
we are not afraid to go beyond our boundary. We are not afraid to do things that we want to do. We are in control. Fear does not control us. So these are the women you have come here to listen to today. So we are not just empty vessels. We are not just women. We are women of timber and caliber. You want me to say that? I'm an entrepreneur by profession, businesswoman, computer analyst, all. That is who we are, entrepreneur. And good, I tell you, beautiful and wonderful mothers. And we are beautiful and wonderful wives to our husbands. So, and then we are lover of God. We love God. So we are all rounded.
Very important.
So whatever it is you are in your life, know that information you
Without God.
today is an information that can help you and can make you start 2021 strong and end stronger. So I'm going
Very
to
well.
be introducing us. My name is Susan Isoken Temagwam, and Victoria is here. She will introduce herself later. But right now, I'm introducing Fumebi Anthony Bello that will be doing the first part of the presentation to show you this business and to let you know how this business have changed our life and what we do that help us to live this life that we're telling you today. There's nothing like living a life of significance, because you earning the kind of money you're earning, you might be doing whatever you're doing, but if you don't live a life of significance where you are touching other people's life, you're not living in it. So we are here to show you how to build a business that lasts, a business that goes from generation to generation, a business that you can leave to your children, a business that can be a legacy even after you've left this world. Remember, all of us are going to live, but the Bible
Yeah.
says a good man leaves inheritance for his children. So if I'm
Sure.
asking you today, what are you doing for your children? What you're doing today, is it a business that lasts? Is it a business that you can leave to your children? Is it a business that can continue to pay the bills? Is it a business that you can live for like 2-3 years and your bills are intact? You are not afraid. Is it a business that you can take charge of your health? And that's the business we've come to show you. A business.
Susan, unmute yourself, please. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry. So you guys were not hearing me. I was just wondering.
Just briefly.
Oh, okay. So this is a business that you can do, like you see off maybe screen. It's a building a business that lasts. A lot of us have businesses. You've heard of so many very rich people that build business for themselves. But you know what? When they pass on, is it that their children are fighting? Is it that they are one? And after so many years, you will not see even the houses. You won't see anything there. And then the man that has struggled all his life to build business, now the children are now suffering. So the business we've come to show you today is a business of legacy. A business of legacy that go beyond you, but it lasts from generation to generation. So I want to invite this amazing woman, maybe Anthony Bello, my beautiful sister from another mother. And that's another thing the business gives you. You begin to have a lot of sisters. I remember when I was growing up, I'm the first in my house. I'm the first child. And I have a lot of boys. I used to pray, God, let my mom give birth to another sister now. You understand? So I was looking forward to another sister. But thank God too, I think when the year I entered uni, that was the year my mom gave birth. But in this business, in short, now I don't have one sister now. I have plenty sisters. And that's the beauty of this business. That you can see sisters that are not of the same mom, they become so special to you. So I'd like to introduce her. For maybe Anthony Bello, the floor is yours. Let's ride on. I'm on this car with you. So
thank you. Thank you, everyone. Good evening. My name is Foyimbi Anthony Bello. My background is in computer engineering, and I'm a businesswoman. I'm an entrepreneur. I do this business as well as being in business with my husband in the oil and gas sector. And one thing I've come to realize is that we all need to become truly realistic, and look at trends, know what's going on. Don't tell ourselves that we must hold on to the past. And one of the ways that I always explain this is like, we all know about the post office. When I think about my children, one thing I say is that I don't think they've ever stamp to put on their envelopes, but that's one thing we always did. Those of us, the generation, that was how we got information out. That's how we also sent out letters. So imagine in today's world of emails, WhatsApp, Instagram, and all the other messages, somebody says, oh no, I want to send a letter, I want to send an information, and I must go to the post office to put it in. So that's what some people have when it comes to business. Everybody wants, some people just want to remain with the same old stuff. So we just want to show you that there is a better way. And what today will be very educative, because today is just the 23rd of January, 2021. COVID-19 came and just gave everybody a shock in 2020. So some of us can say, okay, I wasn't prepared, but now 2021, we're well aware of what's going on. The truth of the matter is that the health crisis in the world is bad now. Just today, I was supposed to see a friend tomorrow, calls me up and says, oh, don't come, we're quarantining. My son has tested for COVID-19. Yesterday, a friend of mine tells me, oh, my husband lost his brother to COVID-19. So the health situation is terrible. These are the things that have always been against us as a people, but this situation that we're facing as a world has made all of these things more prominent. There's so much in employment insecurities. They were there before, but right now they're worse. And then, of course, poor work-life balance. Everybody's trying to find a way to get themselves. It's always been there before, especially for us, the women. There's always been this case of, oh, you're going to get pregnant, you're going to go on maternity leave and all of those things. We're trying to balance the children and then the family. And most of the time, when it comes to time and family, you find out that, especially when the woman's pay is less than the man's, or the man's ego is really high, even if his pay is less, you find out it's a woman that makes the sacrifice of having to. And then we've got limited opportunities. And if there was ever a time where people had limited opportunities, now it's even worse, because with the social distancing and also finding out that, okay, people don't even have enough to take care of themselves. Someone came over to see me today, and I asked him, what does your wife do now? Oh, she started an eatery. I said, what happened to her job? So, oh, during COVID-19, our boss called a couple of them and said, I'm going to let you guys go. So limited opportunity. So it's so important that if you're wise, and if you love yourself and you love your family, more than ever before, you should open your ears, opening your eyes, and wanting to know what is available. And then debt is a problem. A lot of people are in debt. People say, okay, I'm taking a mortgage to get a house, I'm taking this big loan so that I can start a business. But now people are in debt to feed, people are in debt to pay their rent. People are in debt thinking, how am I going to pay school fees? The kids are back. I didn't have a job all through the COVID-19, but yet the schools don't want to know those things. And then one thing that is really glaring for me is living and retirement crisis. A lot of us are thinking, in fact, yesterday I was speaking to someone concerning health and all that, and supplementation and taking care of your body. And I said something to him. I said, what I'm doing right now at this age is not about today, it's about tomorrow. I'm always futuristic. I'm thinking 5 years time, 10 years time. A lot of people don't do that. People just have this thing that, oh, it will be good. By the grace of God, it will be good for me. And that is not how we are supposed to behave. And if for anybody, any reasons, anyone is thinking, that the COVID-19 economic situation is a joke, realize that you're living in la la land, because the so-called developed economies are struggling. How much more we in Nigeria? I don't know if you're getting the stories, even our so-called oil industry staff, there's a shaking there. Ask questions, begin to find out, and then you will know that, look, it's time to reach out to everybody. Because imagine you being told that, you know what, you work in this company, fine, but it's time for you to reapply, as though you're reapplying for your position. Your position is open amongst all of you. So if there's really is a crisis, and I'm sure you can see my screen, I don't need to read it out to you. Those that are going out for looking for unemployment benefits are so much, and the world is at a standstill right now, and Nigeria is not doing well. How many of you have heard of the fact that they're trying to get into our pension funds? And let me not say our, because I'm not. Imagine when the government says that they're going into your pension funds. And how many of you have also heard the stories about wanting to go into dormant bank accounts, to borrow money? If the government borrows money from you, they're going to bring it back. It just gives you an idea. In fact, someone called you up and said, are we broke as a nation? I said, you know what, we've got to get to the point where each individual is now thinking of their own personal economy, creating their own personal economy. But the number one crisis that we have when it comes to creating an income is that most people think that the only option is to get a job. So when the jobs are not available, people have a sense of hopelessness. People have a sense of entitlement, like, oh, I've gone to school, I've earned my certificate, now my turn, get me this job. And people are sitting down and they're folding their hands. And I just say that it's been a long time ago. In the 80s, early 90s probably, we're guaranteed that there's a job waiting for you. So it's time to begin to think. And when people say they don't want to think about it, they don't want to really look at it, I like them saying this, someone said again, repeated to me today, that you can never get wealthy on a job. You can't get wealthy on a job. Your boss, your employer only pay you enough for you to come back to work the next day. There's just no way it's going to make your dreams come true. And most people I've stopped dreaming. Most people have said they stop desiring great things. And this just shows you, my screen just shows you that the truth of the matter is that when you're working, you are actually building your employer's dream. Am I saying everybody get out of your jobs? No, I've got employees too. But even people that work for me, every single day, I'm encouraging them to build something for themselves because I feel that everybody should be building the future for themselves. And what you do at a job is amazing. From that job, you can get the capital to build a business. So if you're spending all of your life just on a job, waiting, going from paycheck to paycheck, and that's why some people, when they lose their job suddenly, they almost want to die. Why? Because the salary has been spent way before it even came. Thought of not even having another salary, they had to stop. And think, let me ask you, do you have savings? Somebody might shout, yes, I have savings. Guess what? Savings are for the rainy day. Rainy day, which is a sudden event. But if you're putting your money aside for rent, it's not saving. It's already your landlord's. If you're putting your money aside to pay school fees, that's not saving. Real saving is money that has no strings attached to it. It's just in case anything happens, or that you're using it to build towards a dream that you want to do. So we need to be careful, and that is not just a job. But today, right now, employment is being seriously threatened. What we've got now, we have many candidates and very few positions. You think about it, almost all the time you see a couple on the road. I don't even know how many sets of youth corpers we have in Nigeria. If you are in Nigeria in this meeting, because I know we've got people from all over the world in this meeting right now. But so many people getting out of school, but the jobs are not there. And even the people that are at the offices, they don't want to leave. Look, think about it. Somebody is a director or something in government. You go for his retirement party, or you confidently want to visit him the next week. Go to his house. He's not there. He tells you to come to his former. We're like, but Oga retired. Oh, I'm now a consultant. Why? Because no matter what his name is, no matter what his title is, people are spending monies every single day. And one thing is that because you will pay bills all the time, you must also ensure that you're earning always. So retirement really is just a word as far as I'm concerned. When you say you're retiring, you can't say you're retiring and folding your hands and not creating an income anymore. You may have had the wisdom to build a channel, an empire that continues to create an income for you, but to sit down and say that you're waiting on savings or you're just waiting on pension, realize that there's this fantastic word that is called inflation and it's just waiting to bite you in the butt. So one other thing about an employment, that you get a salary, the compensation is limited, it is capped. Your employer determines your lifestyle. If your income is 300,000, you know what part of the city you will live. If it is 250,000, you know what kind of schools your children will go. It is capped. You do not have a say to it. And of course, it's vulnerable to the economy and the company performance. Companies are shutting down. That's what COVID-19 is doing. Shutting down, full, and you see a company, everything is going. Some international companies actually leaving the country. So for security reasons and all, I was in Port Harcourt, for a long time in my life, and we actually saw companies never fold up. They all folded up. Go to Trans Amadi if you've ever been to, you see a lot of those buildings left empty. People have gone. And then of course the layoffs are there, the laying off people, the cutbacks and salaries are also there. But one thing I want you to know, don't ever get the popular circle confused with the winner's circle. And by that, I always like to study the Forbes list of richest people. And every single year I check, I've never seen an employee there. Every single person that is actually on the Forbes richest people, I'm sure you know that, and dynamic things are happening. Imagine in the midst of COVID, we got a new person that emerged as the #1 richest man. Isn't that amazing? That means that while you or whoever is holding COVID-19 as a flag for not succeeding, people are riding, on the wings of that storm, so we need to know what we're doing. So do not confuse that. So right now in my life, my children, I'm not preparing my children, for employment. I'm preparing them to become great empire builders. They may need to go into a place of work to get an experience, but ultimately they know that it's not that. So I'm letting them know that a job isn't it. So what's the alternative? The truth of the matter is that the alternative to that is for you to become an entrepreneur. Start a business, become your own boss. And what I believe that starting a business right now is even starting a business while you're doing something else. So it's not a question of leaving. Most of the time when I see my friends in the oil company and all that, a couple of them have found out that by the time they are leaving their jobs, and most of the time they actually look, because they have no concept of a business, they have nothing, they've been there just working, and then one scheme just comes and all their payoff is gone and somebody comes and steals from them. The best time to start a business is right now, while you're preoccupied, while you're doing something else. Start something part-time. And the truth of the matter is that it is only if you do not have a big dream, that is when you sit down. So no matter what you're doing, I will just tell you what Kenyatta said. He said, if you love your children, get a business, not a job. Because when you die, your children cannot inherit your job. In fact, if you die on the job, your boss will replace you before your burial. If your family lives in a company home, they will kick them out. Anything. So when you close from work, don't go and watch television. Go home and think of what a business idea. And you know, one thing is that the thing that holds people back a lot, they are so consumed with today. I was talking to someone yesterday. I said, some of the time we're so consumed with today. This is my income right now. I get to travel. I've got these beautiful houses. I've got these cars. You know, I have this beautiful clothes. We're so consumed with now. We have to be sure that we secure our future enough that at any time in our lives, we can still maintain this lifestyle, no matter the level of inflation, no matter the cost of the dollar to the naira, you can actually do that. Because if your 150,000 may be fantastic to you, but in the next 5 years, 150,000 may have the value of 1 million. At that time, can you afford it? So we have to be thinking tomorrow. So when it comes to doing what, having a side business, it's not just for people that want to quit their jobs. It's insurance just in case your job decides to quit on you. One of my friends that worked in the bank, not one of them got a letter, or at least personally, the ones that I know, they never got a letter. And they're gone. They left work the night before, returned the next day, tried to log into their system, and they were unable to. So what happened? Their job quit on them, and some of them had nothing to go on with. Just in case you're wondering, what is this thing? What can I do? No, don't bother. Just relax. We already have a good business that is working. And the business we're talking about, when you want to compare us to big business, because there's something my sister used to say when I was younger. She would say, if you want to eat a frog, eat one that has eggs. So if you want to do business, try not to be stressed. No, try not to do something that's like a job, you know, where you're expanding and getting little. You get into a bus, you go to Lagos. You know, some people really feel that until I physically struggle, until I that. No, be sensible. Think what is big. You know, Warren Buffett says that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you work until you die. So if you look at Dangote, that's the owner of Dangote, and you look at Glo Adenuga, obviously one thing is key. These people have systems in place, and whether they are presently physically there or not, the businesses are running. And are they big businesses? Yes, they're big businesses. Do they cut across nations and all? Yes, they do. Do they cut across cities, age, sex, and all that? Yes, they do. And that's the only thing that we can compare to what we're showing to you. And the number one business that the average person can do is network marketing. And before you start saying, oh, is it that, I'll tell you, calm down. The truth of the matter is that in today's world, when you see network marketing and you're like, oh, is that thing? Don't say it publicly, because people begin to wonder, is this person even enlightened? Is this person even listening to the news? Is this person even reading books? Because just like you, I was busy saying, oh, network marketing, I can never. But the day everything changed for me was when I business books. I realized that almost any amazing New York bestseller business book, everyone, one way or the other, is speaking about network marketing. It is called the 21st Century Business. And when it clicked for me was when I was listening to Oprah Winfrey. She had Donald Trump and she had Robert Kiyosaki. That was way in 2008. They had written a book together, Why Want You to Be Rich? And they came on Oprah and they said that the economy of the nations will not get better. What everybody create their own income and get into big business. Forbes describes big business as you having at least 500 employees. And so Oprah said, how can the average American get 500 employees? Because 500 employees means 500 salaries paid, infrastructure for them to be, so it's really expensive. These two men, Donald Trump, billionaire, Robert Kiyosaki, multi-millionaire, got up and said there's a business in the world now that everybody should pay attention to: network marketing. I got up from that place, went on Amazon, ordered that book, and ordered every book I could find on network marketing. I sat down and I read. I said, "Oh, Phoebe, you have been so foolish. You've been bragging, you've been boasting, you've been shouting, and here's an amazing business." You know what they say? Waiting there for Sokoto, it's there for your Shokoto. So all the running around, doing everything that I thought was dignified and that network marketing was beneath me, I didn't even realize that I probably was the one that wasn't even qualified for the industry. So with network marketing, is a proven business, you know, and I just want to show you with the traditional businesses, what you've got a factory, you've got a national distributor, wholesaler, and all of those things. A true network marketing company will always have a product or a service. And being Nigerians, we feel that, and we think that there is something demeaning about sales, but wake up to the fact that the entire world is a market. The only thing that is guaranteed to take place anytime you open your eyes is buying and selling. It's just a question of what are you selling and what are you buying. From the clothes you're wearing to the toothpaste that you use to brush your teeth, food that you will eat, that's market. If by the time you get out to go and buy fuel, gas for your car, every single thing you're being sold to or you're doing the selling. So a true network marketing company must have something. And check it out, the richest people in the world are into sales. Everybody is selling something. The richest man now is the Tesla guy. We've got the Amazons. We've got the Dangotes. They're all selling. So when you sit back and say, oh, I cannot sell, then you don't even realize that all of business is sales. So the number one thing everybody should be struggling and fighting to do is to get into sales. How can I get a place in this big business of sales? And that's why we're compared to a traditional business. So what we do in network marketing is so easy. So we can look at the distribution line. If you know anything about economics and sale of products and all, the greatest cost takes place in that distribution line. And what network marketing has done is simply cut off every single person so that instantly the person in network marketing is dealing directly with the manufacturer and then the social capital. So everyone else is, because when people are talking about how can you possibly earn so much money from network marketing, you think about the fact that all of these people have been cut off. Think about the cost of adverts, you know, what were they paying the Two Faces and all of those things? Hundreds of millions to be on billboards. That gives you an idea. You think about what Zenith Bank is paying, pausing, you know, during in between matches on DSTV and all that. It's crazy. So all of that is taken up by the network marketing company. It truly is a viable business. And just so that you can respect the industry, because just like me, a lot of people can't do what they don't respect. So when knowledge brings respect, knowledge brings respect, you know, and this or something like that. One of the worst things is, you know, is an assumption of knowledge, an assumption that you're, oh, is it not network marketing? Is it not that thing that there's a ladder that people are climbing? Is it not that you start everybody? Is it not that thing? So people don't get it, that you are getting into big business where you can actually have an international, you can actually have residual income. So these are wealthy people that actually teach finances to presidents and great, you know, institutions in the world. Robert Kiyosaki, and he says that network marketing gives you the opportunity with very low risk and very low financial commitment to build their own income generating assets and acquire great wealth. That is, you now own the funnel and you create the income. It's amazing. You know, when I think about this, I think that this is like a gift that God gave to us. And this is part of the book, you know, and they said our concern is that the rich are getting richer, but America is getting poorer. Network marketing provides the vehicle for the average person to make above average income, because, you know, you can't compare. It's just like me now. How can I compare myself to Dangote? Dangote has got trucks. Dangote has got professors working for him. Dangote, how do I compare a single individual like me? Is it when I say I'm selling Ankara? Is it when I say that I'm having a shop? How do I compare? The comparison is in people. How many people are creating an income for you? Network marketing now allows me to have the same number of people as Dangote, and yet I do not bear the cost and the responsibilities that he bears. That is the simple thing. It's it takes intelligence. Before now, I thought that this business was for anyone that didn't go to school, doesn't know anything. But I now realize one of the most brilliant things in the world. You need to sit down, understand it, and then you can stand out in the middle of the road on the mountaintop and shout and say, wow, I am into network marketing. I'm into that great industry, Bill Clinton is strengthening our company. So yeah. And our country, like, not just by striving for your own success, but by offering opportunities to others. Tony Blair said network marketing is a tremendous contribution to the overall prosperity of the economy. And Les Brown says that network marketing industry has produced more millionaires than any other industry in the history of the world. Warren Buffett, of course, we know, the fifth richest man in the world, says he turned the heads on Wall Street in 2020 when he bought marketing company, and it says the best investment I've ever made. Today he has about 3 network marketing companies, and of course we know Donald Trump, very blunt. He says if billionaires do and recommend network marketing, why won't you? Are you a billionaire? So my simple question to you today is, who are you listening to? Who do you take financial advice from? I choose to listen to them. That's the truth. When I decided to go into network marketing, well, because I listened to them, I bought their books. They are rich. And while I'm not as rich as they are, they've done business, they fixed businesses, stood again and all that. So I would rather listen to them than listen to my broke friend. I don't care what my friend thinks about it. So when it comes to doing business, the fastest way to succeed is to partner with someone who already dominated the industry. So when I decided that, I'm going to go into marketing, I didn't look for the hype. I didn't look for what people were. I wanted to know who is it that is dominating the industry. And Professor Paul Weiser, he has been an economic advisor to 3 presidents in America, and he made a very, guys, are you people listening? See, COVID-19, it's shaking. That is, at this point, you're not supposed to be wondering. It's not a question of don't pay bills, titles don't pay bills. It is you just sitting down and asking yourself, come on, what is working? Oh boy, show me what you're doing. Or oh girl, come and tell me what's going on in this. That's what it takes right now. Bottom line, because people's impression of you, they don't pay your bills. Nobody picks up your price tag for you. So you sit down and ask yourself, what is working? This man said the greatest entrepreneurial opportunities will be in distributing. This industry will exceed 1 trillion. So I told you, a network marketing company should also have products in it. And he's telling you that if you do this thing, man, the key thing is that find an industry that has to do with wellness. And COVID-19 has shown us that we are actually standing in the very best of it. The very best industry, any company that anybody can think, and that's the aloe vera company, Forever Living Products. And Forever Living, we have this promise to you, your dream, our plan. The only problem about anyone coming in is that if you come in without a dream, if you come into this business, I guarantee you, with a true dream that you're willing to go after, hey, guys, you will get it. I've had people that come into business with me, like Eziamaka came in, and all she wanted was, I want to get a car. And she got the car. Some people came in and said, you know what, I want to earn this particular amount of money as an individual now. And there was a plan for it and work for it, and you got it. Some people have come in and said, I want my children to school abroad. And then that's why I chose Forever Living, because it was the one company, by the time I was getting that, I could see someone as, oh, I've been in this company for 10 years. From Forever. I send these children to school from Forever, and this is actually what I was paid this month, and for me that was stability. So Forever Living is family owned, and the business has been there. This is our 43 years. So it's an American company, and then we're cash rich and totally debt. We are owing nobody. Zero is the word. Then 160 countries and more, which means that from the comfort of your own, COVID-19, I love this. I don't love COVID-19, but I love what it has shown us, that from the comfort, truly, from the comfort of our homes without going anywhere. I was talking to a friend today, and I said, in a very long time, last year was the only year that I didn't leave Nigeria. So even as I didn't leave Nigeria, this way I've spent the bulk of the year in my home. There's some houses I've not been to, some cities I've not been into, but yet I've had an amazing business year in 2020. same way that I've been my business partners all over the world, those in Canada, those in the UK, those in America, those in South Africa and Ghana, and all over, we've been doing amazing business. And then we have a chance, you know, to earn in other currencies. Because when they tell you that the dollar is this, and no, guys, let's not even go there. So our company is a multi-billion-dollar company. Imagine a multi-billion-dollar company that is totally debt-free. And then we have amazing online marketing resources that have made it one of the best companies to be in at this time. Fantastic trainings. We've got superior products. Our entire business is resting on our products. And with this particular time where we've realized that right now in this world, your health, your being alive, apart from the fact that God is taking care of us, what we is a case of your immune system and then the COVID-19 virus. And then our company in the right marketplace. So we've got the vitamins. We've got all the people talk about the zinc, the vitamins, we've got every single thing. We've got amazing skincare. We've got men's grooming. We've got weight management. We've got sports and nutrition. We've got products that cover, just like we say, Glow is everywhere. We have products for every, imagine Nigeria, where about 200 million people. So we have a market, market for everyone. So it's not a case of, I'm doing clothes. No. We've got something for every member of the family. So all around us is big and great company. And well, like I told you, it's the immune system. And our aloe vera gel is fantastic, you know, in building the immune system. You can see I put as a Hamad car. So it's like just standing and say, no, you're not coming into this space. And it's just been fantastic. So the aloe vera, this is not a product training, but I just want to just tell you. So the aloe vera is amazing. And, you know, before COVID-19 started, I've never really said immune system, the question is, where is your immune system? You know, over 70% of your immune system is in your gut, is in your stomach. So it gives you an idea. When you think about everything that you're popping into your mouth, think about your digestion, when you think about how much fruits and veggies you're doing, you begin to realize that, well, I am the one that is either building it, also depleting it, you know, and all that. Aloe vera is so great. So what the company has done, that's because the aloe vera company, we're the largest planters of aloe vera, and with this aloe vera, we have it in all of a wide range, from skincare, you know, we have shampoo and conditioner for hair, to our sanitizers that are just the best. Even right now, so we're taking our children to school. This is just the safest, because I went to a shop today and they tried, I said, please, can I just use mine and not yours? Because I don't know got in yours, you know, but I know that we have the amazing. I don't want to make this so long. You know, I've told you another story. Way before I started Forever, I'll give you my personal story. I've done 2 breast lump removal operations. That's my first interaction with Forever. And I remember I went to the doctor, and after the second one, he asked me, said, what deodorant do you use? And I mentioned something that's quite popular that everybody knows. And he says, Ma, do you know that that's an antiperspirant? I said, yes, so what is it? It's not that it blocks your pores and you don't sweat. And if you don't sweat, the waste is going back, and then free radicals and all. He said, it's one of the highest causes of cancer in women. Then he told me, he said, do you know Forever Living? I said, you know that aloe vera gel? My husband drinks it. He said, well, they've got a deodorant. Go and get their deodorant. And when you get it, use it. And so I started using the deodorant. After then, no more breast lumps, no more surgery, and all of those things. And I can't begin to explain how I feel. One of the core things I know, if a woman listening to me, is that one way we always is to feel like you've got boil in your arm. It doesn't quite, you know, come out as boil eventually. Since I say using the deodorant, all of that stops. So now I really understand that it's all the waste, you know, that were forming those funny boil-like feelings. So after our toothpaste, we have no fluoride in it. Even the little children, little babies, if you take those, they are so-called baby toothpaste, it is still written, do not swallow. If somebody tells you to swallow something, that means that there's some little bit of poisonous thing in it. Ours contains no fluoride at all. It's safe for the entire family. There's something I'm super, super excited about. I've got it in here. It's actually our super greens. This is what a sachet looks like. And it has all your fruits and veggie needs. And so that is just fantastic for everybody, you know, to build your immune system, your muscles, your digestion. It is amazing, and everybody should take it. It's the cheapest way to load up on your fruits and veggies. And on the 1st of February, we're starting our Clean 9, which is a cleansing, a detox. It's very, very important that we do a detox, because when you do a detox, you are actually slowing down your aging, you know, process. And, you know, most of the time, think that these things work. But like when I go for high school reunions, I'm like the youngest looking person. And I realize that yes, I am taking my supplements, I'm feeding myself. So I'm feeding myself all through, from supplements to skincare, because everything you put on your skin gets into your bloodstream in just 26 seconds. So you just thinking that cream doesn't matter, it really does matter, and all of that. So I'm totally protected. My products are from Forever. So I call Forever Living an all-in-one opportunity, and I will just quickly explain the benefits from Forever, especially those that I have experienced. Is an international business opportunity, and so I can do business everywhere. I can earn in different foreign currencies. I declare that Forever Living is totally financial. It's a low capital. It's not capital intensive at all. Why do I say that? Because when you compare the benefits of this business, that you can actually become a multi-millionaire having worked the business time, you will agree that the amount of money you start, because I run a business with my husband, and I know what to put in to even make 1 million naira, So for you to start a business, the amount that you start with Forever and end up like that is the truth. When and others say low income is the truth. And I say there's no financial risk, because any amount that you start your business with, you are actually simply purchasing products to the very last bit of your account, last cents, whatever, last pence, whatever it is that you're, to the last, there's no registration, is totally free. All you do is exchanging your monies for products. So those products you use personally, you just exchange what you already use in your home, and then you can also retail and make profit. So it's a win-win situation. As I say, there is no financial risk at all. And the key thing that we offer everybody is an exceptional income and financial freedom. Exceptional income, and also because you don't even need an educational, you don't need to have a formal education, not at all. You don't have to work for 25 years, retire to you never had a brand new car, you do not even earn up to 500,000, but you work for 25. No, here you have exceptional income. Anybody walking the plan. Remember, walking the plan, not just getting into the business. There's a difference between getting into the business and walking the plan. You can't go for interview, then they now give you an employment letter, you don't show up, and then you come on payday and say, okay, it is payday. Oh yeah, I want to be paid. They will walk you out of the company. It's in the same way the exceptional income is for those that got into the business and started working the business. So getting and working the business is how you make the money from the business, not just getting into the business. So that when I finished talking, I remember a friend of yours that did Forever. It's okay, let me go ask my friend about Forever. Whatever she tells you, you need to ask her, did you work the business? Did you work the business? And so right here in this meeting, you've got me, you've got my other sisters, Victoria and Susan. We are the business, we're the best examples that you would ever need. And then the company has some multiple incentives. Our monthly bonuses are amazing. We have 2 international travel trips, and those trips have changed my life. I've cruised the canals of Amsterdam. I've done a tour of Rome. I've been in a submarine in Hawaii. I've Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, stayed in the Bellagio in Las Vegas, one of the best 2 hotels on the Vegas Strip. Being in Sun City, stayed in Palace of the Lost Cities. That's where they acted the movie Blended. Was in Singapore, stayed in Marina Bay Sands, where they acted the movie Crazy Rich Asians. So I've done so many fantastic trips with Forever. I've been to so many places. And then brand new cars, I've qualified for 4 times in the business, because you get to do that every 3 consecutive years. And then I've experienced profit share, which is an additional profit share that you have to qualify for. And of course, the retail profit is amazing. So you understand that from the very first time you get into Forever, you can start making money. In fact, you can sit down. There's nothing like daily profit. My husband has always said that there's nothing like daily profit. And with this business, remember I told about sales, we have amazing products and we have millions of people that need our products. I'm supplying products everywhere. Somebody in America, in Atlanta, actually came and got about a box of C9 from me. So it is amazing, and you can do that too. And then friends all around. So in a day, imagine you having 1,000 naira every single day. At the end of the month, you have 300,000. In from the comfort of your home, somebody has the 75,000 naira salary. They're taking transport. They're running all over the place. So from the very first start, you start making money forever. And our company has extreme integrity. That is why we have lasted as long as we have lasted. We've actually, this is our 21 years in Nigeria. That's why I chose Forever, because it was the one company in Nigeria that every single year someone was still telling me about Forever. Some companies come, make noise, and then after a while, they're not singing anymore. So you have control of your time, which is one of the major things that we do, and then you help others to achieve success. I love the fact that there's so many people that I've worked with that are now in their personal homes. Some out of the country. When they got into the business, they started traveling out of the country. Some now they had their kids in America, and their very first trip was with our company. So it's beautiful that you're changing people's lives. So you ask, what do we do? People want to know, what do? We do basically just two activities. We get people into business so that we can also help them to make their lives better. Look, people are struggling, and this is available. I don't own Forever. It's not my father's inheritance, you know. It is available to everyone. So one of the things I do is I'm telling every single day. So all we do is that we get more people to come into business with us. We get more business. They're in business for themselves, but they're not in business by themselves. We're supporting building a community of wealthy people. And that's what we need to do in Nigeria, to build more wealthy people. And how do we do that? By having business opportunity meetings like this on Zoom. You know, we have training. The next thing we do is that we retail our products. So two activities: we get people into business with us, and then we retail our products. So we retail by testimonies, recommendations. We can teach you. It is fun, it is beautiful, and every day people are saying, oh, do you have this? Do you have this? It is fantastic. So that's basically the two things that we do. And how do we do them? With COVID-19, primarily we're just online right now. Most of our business is online, and we can meet over for coffee, for tea. Before now, we have where you see us in hotel rooms, conference centers and all that, doing meetings. We started a few, of course, observing the COVID-19 rules and all that. So offline and online, and it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter. Just from this place, we're all together at all time building an amazing business. So what are the areas of income? We've got retailers. So from day one, today, even on Monday, you pick up your products immediately. That same Monday, we can work with you to even start to sell your very first and get your very first product profit. And then you can become a team leader. You're able to get 2 or 3 people to join your business. Immediately you get to the level of like a supervisor. So once you do that, you start earning a bonus from the people that are under you. Will train you on doing that. You can become a business developer. As a business developer, you have several team leaders under you. At that point, you're building a business that can actually point of view actually doing a 6-figure income and even also a 7-figure income. And so I just wanted to show you my travel incentives, just a few. I can't put all the pictures there, but it's just been amazing seeing the world and someone else is paying the bill. And the beautiful thing about this is that they give you a ticket for 2. So if you're married, you take your spouse with you. You can take a parent, you can take a sibling, you can take a friend along. It is just amazing. That's the Marina Bay Sands at the pool on, I think, on the 46th floor, the 64th floor in Singapore. Can't remember when we went to Washington, but just a few pictures of trips. I told you about cars. These are business partners with me. That's me. That's my latest little baby that I've got there. I've always wanted it, and so I got it, you know. And then so it's just been amazing. And these are just a few pictures that I can put up. Then the recognitions, that's me and the president of our company that was in Sweden. I was being recognized as a Sapphire manager, you know, being appreciated and being recognized and changing lives. And then every single year we have our global rally. COVID-19 stopped us from Australia, but the company was still generous enough to give our checks. These are the top checks that we've got. So I just want to show you these checks. No matter where you are in life and no matter how big your dream is, Forever Living has enough to accommodate your dream. So this is outside of our monthly bonus. This is just that profit share I told you about. So in 2020, the company gave out over $17 million in chairman's bonus, extra income, while people were screaming and shouting. Our company actually were doing better. So how do you get started? Very easy. Immediately after this meeting, reach out to the person that invited you. The person will send you a link. It takes you just 2 minutes online, just sign up and you get your 12 digits registration number, and then immediately you, as a new person, you can quickly go on and purchase your products at full price with a 15% discount. Right now it's just a 5% discount. Once you do, you're promoted to the level of an assistant supervisor, and at that point you start having 35% discount on all of your products, and you can also start bringing other business partners to your business. So in closing, I will say, remember to meet the person that invited you, pick up a registration form, it will be sent to you online, purchase the products of your choice. Note this, if you're not willing to risk the nickel, then you won't make a dime. One thing I found out is this, that if you don't have the money to create more money, an expense will come and you will take it away, and then you're back to square one. You always be booming. So remember, there are two ways of coming in. You can come in as a preferred customer.
Hello, for maybe did we just lost her? Are you back? Hello. Hi, everyone. I think she'll be back. I think her camera is frozen. Or is it? Hello? Hello, are we back? Hello, are we back? Victoria, are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. I think maybe network through Facebook.
Okay, she'll be back.
I'm sure she'll try to come back. She lost her network. Okay.
I think she'll be back. Let me see. Okay, I think she stopped. Where did she stop? Victoria, where did she stop? Victoria, are you hearing me?
You can start as a preferred customer. Yeah, you can start as a preferred customer. That's where she stopped, or a full business owner. That's what she's trying. She was trying to explain before the network threw her out. But let me get in touch with her. What she's trying to come back. She's coming in now. Please, welcome back.
You're welcome back. I think she's back. Let me.
Yes, I just got her back in now.
Okay.
Sorry, I know you're. I'm sure you're muted. Please unmute yourself.
Me or for maybe?
Maybe is muted. Can you mute yourself? You can't mute yourself. Let me see if I can mute you. Unmute you. Let me see if I can unmute you. No.
Okay, so I'm so sorry. We had an electricity. Most of the time, I always turn on before I got started, but in my rush, I just started. Sorry, guys. So I think I'm basically done at this point. You know, because I'm sure you got everything. I was telling you about how to get started. Is it not?
Yeah.
How to get. So that's how to get started now.
Yeah.
Join us immediately. Anytime I'm taking this meeting, I'm always excited. I love telling people about our beautiful opportunities. So don't wait at all. And I say wealth is not the exclusive right of a chosen few. That's what Forever Living has shown us, that every single person has an opportunity to grow and to become wealthy and to change the lives of so many people. So thank you very much, and get started immediately. God bless you.
Wow, what an amazing presentation. Thank you for maybe anytime. It's like I should start all over again and join the business. Well done. Thank
Amazing.
You.
Yeah.
To you, Victoria.
Anytime I listen to her, the same thing. I love listening to you. I love the slides.
Yeah.
Amazing slides. Yeah. Really nice.
Yeah, so
Very colorful.
how many people are excited the way
Simple.
we are? Are we the only people excited? If you're excited, let me see a comment in the chat. If you're a guest here and you're excited, let me see. Let me just see some emojis, some fire emojis. Let me see it. Let's encourage for maybe, encourage her. Thank you so much, everyone. So I like
God value. Type value.
like Victoria too. Victoria, can you tell us about yourself and just a little bit of how you found the business, what the business has given you, and why people who are joining us today should be part of this business?
Okay, thank you very much, Sister Susan. It's been amazing all these years since I started, and I'm still excited, just like this very day I started the business. Okay, so my name is Victoria Erukunakwo, and I am a stay-home mom. I'm a stay-home mom, yes, you know. So before Forever, I wasn't really doing anything. I was, you know, always depending on my husband, you know. So, and, you know, as a married woman, mom, you always want to, you know, have something doing. You want to have your own, you know. So when you need money to give to your siblings or your cousins, you know, your grandmom at home or whatever, I was in, you know, in that where I could not, you know, really take charge of some certain things or help, you know, and it's not really a good place for anybody. If you're a stay-home mom or, you know, you're looking for something to do and you're here, really, that's not a good place for somebody to be. So for me, at that time, I was just really looking to do to support my husband and to support myself. Okay, so somehow I met a friend, you know, that in ICANN school, and then, you know, I did ICANN, I could not, you know, survive there. I came back home and I was just home. Then after a while, my husband just like, okay, start up a shop. And I started a shop, and, you know, things really, you know, was going on well from the beginning. But after a while, you know, I had a salon. The moment I turned my back, people, you know, make hair, you know, or cut hair and then pocket the money, that kind of thing. So it wasn't really something that was really good for me at that time. So then I went on again to open like a game shop for, you know, young boys, children. You know, at a stage, I had to close everything. My husband just came home one day because he was using his money from his office, his salary, to pay, you know, the workers that we had then. So he just closed up and like, just let's manage what we have. So, and at that time, I didn't have a dime to myself. So I had to, you know, stay back at home, you know. I think that I was actually, you know, pitying myself at that time, because if you need something, you know, doing, and you don't have, you know how boring it can be at home and all that. So, and then my friend just came from nowhere and like, Victoria, there's a business I would like to introduce you to. And then she introduced me to like Forever Living. I was like, it just started that I should just join. I should just join the business. So I joined. Okay, I didn't have money of my own. I had to borrow the money from my husband. And, you know, so when I joined the business, I was shy. I didn't even know, you know, I didn't know how to, I knew how to talk, but I used to be a shy person. Lady just came up like, don't worry. My downline, my upline came and said, don't worry, Victoria, you are in the business for yourself and not by yourself. Okay. And she said, I'm going to follow you. Okay, if you have anybody you want me to go with you to see, I will go with you, you know, so I can talk to them for you. Then, you know, she followed me and we went to see my hairdresser at that time. And my hairdresser was like, you know, somebody that, you know, she used to make my hair for me. And then, you know, when we upline explained the business to her, she was talking, I was looking at her mouth. I was learning from her. She just told me, don't worry, just, you know, look at me and see how I'm doing it. So from there, you know, I learned a little. Then by the time she spoke to this lady, the lady just got interested because she said, I'm a hairdresser. How long will I continue to make hair? You know, I won't be able to bend down, you know, sewing people's hair. At that time, you know, they used to fix people and all that. So she said, how long is she going to continue doing this? Into the business immediately. And then the next thing, I think she told us like 2 weeks she was going to sign up. And I could, remember that a week after she raised money and, went to the office by herself. And I just got a call then at Bookie, my upline was in Forever office doing some transactions. And then I got a call on my phone that the lady you spoke to is now ready to join business. Send your ID number. She even went there without me. So, and that was how she started the business. Then, we continued. And, she used to have all these big people come to her shop to make hair. Okay, Ayuba, so many big people making hair in her. So she started, retailing the products to those people, and business picked up, seriously. But somehow along the line, I also, made serious money. I think, within 2 years, I was seeing, money almost like 850,000 naira at that time. My income, somebody that didn't have anything, my money went up to 850K, but somehow, I didn't really understand the business. I understood it into, but, I didn't understand the aspect of challenges, so challenges along the way. Other network marketing companies came into Nigeria, and then, a lot of people rushed into it. The way people think, the first to start this one, oh, you will be the first at the top. So they rushed into it. And I didn't know how to handle the challenges that came my way because I never read any book, So my money came down from 800,000 naira to 250,000, 170 at times. So I didn't really understand, So I left the business. I became ungrateful. Somebody that didn't even have one for. Suddenly, because my money dropped, I dropped the business and I went into clothing, and that was my great dream. I was going to London, buying clothes and coming back, and people were busy owing me and all that. Then at the end of the day, I didn't even have money to start my own, to go back again to continue my buying and selling from London. And then I started getting money from the bank. That was my greatest undoing. I could not even get the money back again. Then my husband just said, sit at home. No need to do this business. Whatever it is that, we're eating, let us manage it. Okay, so then after a while, it wasn't easy for me. After 5 years, the same lady that I brought into the business, she quit as well, but she came back after 1 year, of trying other businesses. So she came back into Forever, but I never, ventured back into the business again. I was just at home. I was miserable. It wasn't funny for me at that time. Then one day she just came and she just said, Victoria, I bought a car and I came to show you the car. I'm like, what? A car from Forever? So Forever can actually do this. Okay, so from there I started, like, wow. So I could remember I got interested and I prayed for her. I said, if you can buy a car from this business, that means there's something in here. So, and from there, my mind started changing again. I started having a mind shift. So one day I went to a shop to buy some certain things, and she picked up a shoe and said she wanted to buy it. When I saw the price, we dropped it immediately, 6,500. That was about 9 years ago. And she was, I think she was 12 to 10 years then. And then, the next thing we got back home, said, Mommy, you have to go back to your Forever. When you were doing this business, we used to enjoy, when children know that you're coming back, you're buying popcorn, ice cream, you always, buy nice clothes for them. They never forget those things. Because my daughter was 4 years old when I started Forever back then. So she never forgot, the way they used to enjoy themselves. So to cut the story, long story short, is that, what eventually happened, I had to go back into my business. And then the moment I stepped into Forever office, there was this big, showcase then, the people that, moved up the rank, the marketing level in the business, they were celebrating them. And I said, wow, you mean, this is actually happening, and I'm back, I'm sitting in Festac, and I didn't know this kind of thing is still going on in this business, because I used to be one of the people that would say, Forever is not working again, just like some people will come to you and tell you that Forever is not working anymore and all that. So I was one of people discouraging people even at that time. I said, I did it before, it didn't work for me, so don't bother yourself. Until I got into that office that day and I found, I saw this, large crowd. I couldn't even get a seat for myself and my friend that we went that day. And then, I just saw people dancing, lawyers, doctors, they were giving people car keys. I was like, this is the business that I left. So this is actually happening here. And also, that's how I picked up my business. I said, I'm going to come back to Festac where I live, and I'm going to tell people all about this business, and I'm going to develop myself. I'm going to read. I'm going to do whatever it takes to run this business again and to get back on my, on the path, where God has put me in this business again. And that's how I started the business. And, let me tell you that the lady, that same lady that I brought into the business, my very first downline in the business, the hairdresser, she closed her hairdressing salon years ago. And I can tell you now that she doesn't have any other business that she's doing apart from this Forever Living product. She can't even, venture into any other business. Even when I left to go and do another network as well, because I ventured into another network marketing company, the same upline who brought me, took me back to another network marketing company. It never worked out. I never liked it, and all that until I came back again. But she remained, okay? And that was, I had a foundation. So I came back again into the business. And then, till today, I can tell you now that this lady is training her 2 children in Covenant University. I think the first one is graduating, a hairdresser, through Forever Living product. So God used me, bless her, and I'm, helping a whole lot of people in, Festac care and all that. And at times I'll visit my my team members, my downlines, I'll visit them at home, and their husbands, what they do is to pray for me. Victoria, you don't know what you're doing in this Festac. You don't know what you're doing in the lives of women in this Festac. You have to keep going. Challenges will come. They pray for me. Every day I wake up, it's just prayers for people. Okay. So the business, apart from the money aspect of it, there's a whole lot you can gain, because when you stand to see that you are a part of, somebody's growth or somebody's, God used you to bless someone, okay, and the person's life has changed. It might not be money. Some people don't have confidence in themselves, but coming into this business, after a while, they will tell you, oh, this is where I feel now. I feel, I can face people now to talk to people, okay, and all that. What I am saying to you right now, before, I could not even talk as fast as I'm talking. I still struggle a little bit with my words, but I am better, I am far better than where I started from, and I know where I am going. Okay, so coming back into the business, I had to develop myself. I had to read books, because I never read any book before, but now, I am a lover of books. And it's my, my dream, to have a very big bookstore of network marketing, network marketing books, okay, and I'm getting there. So other people can, get, knowledge about what the business can actually do for them. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope I've been able to, impact someone tonight. Okay, so thank you so much, and thank you for the privilege to share my testimony with you. God bless you all. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
And thank you. Amazing testimony. Every time I hear your testimony, it blows my mind. I remember too that the first time, the first success showcase I went, I saw you when you got your car. I can never forget that success showcase, because when I saw that, people were getting cars. That was the first time I met you. And then I think I was just few days in the business, and it was the first success showcase. And they said, okay, attend this success showcase. You will know more about the business. After I got my combo pack, when they introduced me to the business, I did not procrastinate. I just said, okay, you know what, is it not products? There's no risk. I want to get my product, and then I'll start to learn. I'm not in that dictionary, or I'm that kind of people that say, okay, I've seen this business. Let me go back and think about it, or let me go and see, or let me learn all the things before I start. No, for me, action is my middle name, because they've shown it to me and they told me, okay, it's products. Because I'll still go and buy those products. I'll still buy my toothpaste. I'll still buy everything I want to buy from Forever. So I just said, okay, give me all these things for my household. And I started. So I picked my products. And then the next day, so there's a success showcase in Ikeja. Come, and then you will know more about the business. I said, okay. So I entered my Lexus, my big car. And then, I drove all the way to Ikeja. And then my driver took me. And then when I got there, I just saw people, ordinary people, like, they are calling them out. This one, the car, this one, this. This one, their own car. I looked at my own car that my husband bought for me that I came with driver. It's not me. I didn't even buy tire. So that was the first time I saw Victoria. I was amazed. I will never forget that day. And that was the completely changed my life. So she got a car. So I remember that day when I came out of that success showcase, I was just thinking about my life like this. I say, eh? So with all these lessons that I'm driving, these people now, they have a car today and me, I don't have. But you know what? I now saw her outside. The car decorated with ribbons. I now went to meet her. I went to me. I said, hello, how are you? Is that fine? I said, I just saw that they gave you a car. Is this the car? She said, yes. I said, congratulations. And, I was happy for her. Congratulations. My name is Susan. I'm new in the business. So that was how we exchanged address and everything. I said, so I said, please, can I take a picture with your car? I left my Lexus, so I left it in one corner. I said, can I take a picture with your car? She said, no problem. So we took the picture, and then, I was excited. For me, I was really excited for all of them to say, okay, this is what they get from a business they started with how much, but they put in everything they've got into it. But you know how devil was when some people, like when we introduce you to the business and maybe something happened, you say, oh, I'm not sure God wants me to do this business. It happened to me that day. Immediately after we took the picture, and I went back to enter my car. So I kept my phone on top of the car to just enter. I kept my phone to talk because I was excited. I said, let me go home. All these people are my contact. I'm going to call all of them. So as I was just excited about the car, Victoria has left, put the card for me to enter, just to turn the phone that I took picture and everything. Somebody just stole the phone. I look back, I didn't see phone again. Hey, I said, I was like, let me get home today. All these people in my contact, I'm going to tell them something is happening here or something. I look at the picture. With the picture I took with Victoria with the car, everything, they just stole the phone. As this, I was not telling my driver, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? That was at the phone. My other phone, and I took my other phone. I sent a text to the person. It was still ringing. I said, this phone that you have taken, there's nothing I didn't abuse for. Where till today I didn't see that phone. But you know what? By the time I entered my car, I told because some people say, oh, they stole my phone. I'm not sure God wanted me to be here. That's what they should my phone. I told myself, I said, this phone, I am going to do this business. Devil, whether you like it or not, I am doing this business. I am succeeding in it. I will go back and put my contacts together. I have no people who join my business. Maybe they come and then I invited them to come and buy their product. By the time they get to the product center and they put in their card to pay for products, maybe the card will just go and then debit them. And the person says, oh, I'm not sure God wants me to do this because this ATM just debited my card. I'll be looking at them like that. What is your business and ATM and lie that just work? But I came home that day and I said, I am getting a new phone. I am getting a new contact. I am. And then that was how I started. And that was the day I told myself, devil, you are a liar. This business, I will do it. Whether I have contacts or not. I started putting my contacts together, and then myself and Victoria still became friends. But I never saw those pictures. Yeah, it is well. So, it's like that's how we became friends and we've put each other on. So it's an amazing business for whoever has heard us today. For me, it's been my business I've been doing for 8 years. I was doing it part-time for about 5 years. 5 years into the business, it was paying more than what, the big shop I had in Lekki Phase 1. I was making more money in Forever that damn big shop. So I told myself, enough of using my money to pay landlord and all that. I need to concentrate on my business. And to God be the glory. Thank God I took that decision. I'm in Canada today. I left Nigeria in March to come and see my children, and COVID struck and I got myself stuck. But if it was those shop, that shop I had in Lekki Phase 1, maybe those shop would have been one of those shops that were brought down. But you see, I'm still doing my business. 2020 was a beautiful year for us online, because right now, everybody needs to know that there is a change. Things have moved. You do your offline, you do your online, you can do it everywhere. And health and wellness is huge business. So you are here today. You've heard of Forever before, but I want to tell you that this is a business that you can do and really change your life, just as it has changed our own. I just want to, like for maybe talk about product. I just a kind of practical way that you can, if you're thinking, okay, how am I going to do this business? How am I going to make that kind of money? I will just share my screen and just a little bit before we close, and then show you how this business works and how it can really give you that kind of money that you want. So this is my screen. I'm just using this as an example. So you maybe talk about you having products, using your product and getting others to use their products. So you can have 2 people, you are using the products, and then you have 3 people that love the product. They love the toothpaste, they love the aloe vera gel. All you need to do is, you tell, they start to buy the products. So those 2 people are loving the product. You are loving the product. So you are 3 or so, or 4. Let me say about 4, 5, plus your customer 4. You are now 5. So those customers are using the products. Before you know it, those customers love the product. They too want to build their own customers. Maybe each of you have 10 customers together. That's about 50 customers for 5 of. And then those ones too come and say, okay, we are using the product, we love it. Those 5 people have another 5 people that are using. That's about 100 customers that are buying. And what are you buying? Maybe you are buying just toothpaste, you are buying aloe vera gel. So let's say maybe you are buying like 10,000. It depends on what you want to buy. And at the end of the month, those ones have customers. You have like another 50 customers, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So you have 5 persons. The person have 10 customers, not more than 10, maybe 10 or 20. So you now have like 50 customers. And then those 5 customers who have like 20, that's how it builds. So it's not like you're going to own a shop. It's not like you're going to buy your product and put in one shop. Just a little people buying. If you want to just enjoy your customer base, you can stay there. But if you are looking at building money, any like 2 million every month, 3 million every month, it's just you building customer base. And then the people that you're using your products, you have 10 customer base, 5 of them say, okay, please, can you teach me how to make money from this business? You teach the 5 to have their own customer base. Before you know it, you are like 8, 5, 10 of you, and everybody has 10 customers. That's over 100 customers. So you can see from my business in December, let's say a total of 165. We are not saying have it today. I have done this business for like 8 years. As you grow, you build your customer base. Some people have, where you have 165, so some people can have like 50, some people can have like 200, 1,000 people. We have people in our business that have this total CC as like 500. So you can see that from 165,000, let's say everybody is buying 10,000 or whatever, 10,000, 20, the minimum you can buy from Forever is like 25. Everybody goes to the Forever shop and buy like 25,000 worth of products. So you can see that's what me and my team did. We all went there, bought, plus all our customers. At the end of December, everybody, the total case credit, because Forever we have a point base. We don't say, okay, one aloe vera gel, I'm buying one aloe vera gel. They don't tell you aloe vera gel. What they tell you is that this aloe vera gel is 0.001. So they calculated it. So let's say this aloe vera gel is 0.001. So it told me to have 165. That means that a lot of us have bought the product. So that's the point. Every product has a point attached to it. So this point is what they calculated. They are all. So you have plenty products like that. They calculate it together. So by the time they calculated all our team together, everybody plus me, maybe you can see I only did like 17. Everybody in my team did a little bit. And then we had like 165 points of products that we bought. People are buying 20. People are buying 10. People are buying this. Your customers are buying 10. 1 product, 2 product. It does not matter. This is not where you have to go and only you will do all. It's just 5, 5 people that know 5 people. And I'm sure that for everyone that is listening to me today, you will not tell me that you don't know 5 people that takes their bath every morning, 5 people that brush their teeth every morning. And those your 5 people know another 5 people that do the same thing. So it's just what you do and then you duplicate what you do. So you see at the end of the month, we're able to pull off 165 case credits, the points. And what did Forever pay me in December? Forever paid me over $5,000. That's almost $5,500, almost 2.1 million in the month of December. This is just 1 month in 2020. So there are still some team members, and I'm sure Fumebi and Victoria did more than I did. You can see, because those guys, those ladies you are seeing, they are champions. Those ladies you are hearing, they are champions. So whatever we do, that's what we get. So once you do that, you see that it's something that is doable. So the 165, I did not travel out of Nigeria. I'm not even in Nigeria. Everybody is using, feeling good. And then you spend your money, they give you product worth your money. Nobody say, come and bring 2 million, 3 million, 5,000. Just buy and build customer base. By the time you have your customer, people you invite, some people will say, okay, I just want to be a customer. Good for you is what you want. We don't force anybody. And then some people will say, okay, you know what? Can I build a customer base so I can be making some money? That's how you do 5, 5, 5, 5. Before you know it, you can even do 200. So just imagine now that my points for December was over 300 points. That's maybe like 300 or whatever, 3 people in it. I just brought like 5 people. So you can imagine what my bonus will be. So this business is lucrative. It is good. I did not travel. If for me to make 2 million in my business, where the business I was doing before monthly, for me to make 2 million gain, I would have traveled the whole world. Maybe I would have gone to everywhere to bring products, travel, pay my bills to the place, travel to New York to go and buy product, or to China, come back for 1 month, 2 million in 1 month. But right now, I did not even leave. You can see I'm in my bedroom in Canada. I did not leave my bedroom. So that's how this business is for us. So it's something that anybody, anyone can do. Anybody, anyone can do. So for I just broke down what Fumebi said. So you might be thinking, how does this work? How will somebody make? People are doing more. It is just you having a handful of customers, and then build your customer base and teach people who want to earn the same money you're earning, teach them to build the customer base. And that's just the practical way of doing our business. So anybody can do it. So what you're going to be asking yourself right now is, do I know 5 people? Do I know 5 people who brushes their teeth every morning? Do I know 5 people who use supplements? Do I know 5 people who know another 5 people that take their baths or want to lose weight? That is just the practical way we do this business. So I hope I've been able to simplify it and know that what we do is not really out of reach. What we do is something that anyone, and that's one thing where ordinary people do extraordinary things. It does not matter who you are or where you are from. You don't have to be born with a silver spoon that to sell. And then if you're wondering, who am I going to sell it to? I want to ask you, say, oh, I don't have. People who sell Mercedes-Benz, they don't use Mercedes-Benz now. People who sell Lexus don't use Lexus. But because of what they want, they don't want to go home and tell their family there's no food in the table. They will sell that Lexus to people who have the money, and they will make their profit and go home and settle their family. So that is what we do. Not to talk of this is something you have that can give value to somebody, make somebody feel good and look good. And apart from the fact that you're earning, you're giving value to somebody, for that person to look good, feel good. And then if they want to build a business out of it, they can do it. So that's just the practical way of our business, so that you can see that it is something doable. It is something anybody can do. You check some other people in our team right now, you see that where that point 163 is, some people have 500 points there. So calculate that 500 points. That's going to like somebody earning like 10 million or 15 million a month. So we are not talking. So that's how we're saying, join us and we'll just teach you this simple way of doing this business, and you'll see that you will end 2021 stronger. So I hope that we've been able to break it down. So that's it. So that's just breaking up. That's just a summary of what Fumebi. You see all those English that Fumebi I've been speaking, all those big computerized, all those things. That is just product and making money. That is just it. 2 words: products, make money, and live a healthy life. Finish and have the best of your life. So if you want to make the rest of your life the best of your life, jump into this vehicle and let's take that ride to that place. God bless us all. So I hope so. Question time. Let's see if we have anyone that want to ask question. If there's anything you don't understand, please ask the question so that we can close. It's 2:50. It's almost 9 o'clock or something. What's the time? It's 3 o'clock my time. So any question? Any question? If you are a guest in the house, if you have any question, ask. If you don't have any question to ask, please go back to whoever invited you.
I don't have any question again. I know our time has
Yeah, do you have any question? I'm not sure. So if you don't have, amazing, inspiring. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Sister Vicky. Every time you tell this story, I'm more resolved. I'm not resolved never to quit. Quitting is not in the process. You know, Joe Biden said failing is, you can tolerate failure, but of quitting is unforgivable. There's no point. You have to, apart from the fact that you're not quitting. I love when people say they are not quitting, but I love when I hear I'm going to take action. So you might say you are not quitting, you are just there lying down, not doing anything. But the thing is that even when you're not quitting, you must be getting results. That is the thing. You must have results. So thank you all for joining us. So God bless you. We hope that you get back to whoever invited you here and tell the person, you know what, I am not going to let you sleep until I succeed. That was what I told the person who brought me into the business. I said, Pikin wey say mama no dey sleep, into not dey sleep. So I'm holding on to your cloth until I see money start coming into my bank account. So that's what you should do. So get back to whoever invited you to this and let's take off. So any other thing, people are still coming in at this time. We've closed. So for maybe, do you have any other thing? Do you have Victoria? Do you have any other thing? Okay, thank you all for joining us. Know that this is duplicable. What I mean is that once you join us, you have this link to invite others to see what you have seen. So it's a business that you have for yourself, but not by yourself. So you're not going to be alone. We're going to do this for you just as we're doing it for ourselves. So Victoria got pushed out. So we are about to close. Thank you, everyone. All the love. God bless you also. Get back to whoever invited you and let's go on. God bless you. Good night, everybody. Thank you.